Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be building a 6x6 flush trapdoor in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. So a while ago I've posted another one which is also a 6x6, but that design requires two strips of non-stickable blocks that doesn't get moved by honey or slime, and that would be pretty easy for the enemy players to expose. So today I'll be showing you how to build another version and other design of this build without those two strips, and that makes it way easier to conceal and way cooler to activate. So now, without any ado, let's begin. Alright, so we're going to start off by digging out a 10 by 20 by 14 blocks deep hole. So it's going to be 10 blocks wide, 20 blocks long, and 14 blocks deep. Alright, so we've got our hole here, and we're just going to go to one of the corners like this, and we're going to count in by 10 blocks. So 10 blocks right here. Now we're going to take out our surface blocks, and we're going to go in by 2 blocks just like this. Alright, and we're going to break that block for now. Next, you're going to go under it, and you're going to go 2 blocks down like this with a redstone dust right here on top of this piece of glass. And then this way, you're going to place down another piece of glass with redstone dust on top. And then you're going to repeat this 3 more times. So 2 pieces of glass like this, and then 2 redstone dust. And then another 2 pieces of glass like this, and then 2 more redstone dust, just like that. Alright. Now we're going to go 1 more block down, just like this, with redstone dust on top. And then you're going to take out a normal block, alright, a solid block, and you're going to place down redstone dust on top, just like this. And then you're going to take out 2 redstone torches and place them on either side of this block right here, alright. And then now you're going to place down 1 block right here, and you're going to extend this line by 6 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 like this, and on this last block you're going to go up by 1 block like this, and you can remove this block. So now you're going to place redstone dust on top of all of these blocks like that, so it should be powered right now. And then 1 more block right here, redstone dust on top, and then you're going to take out your target blocks, place 1 right here and place 1 right here, alright, and you're going to place down 2 redstone torches like that. Now you're going to come over here, and you're going to place down a block right here, and then 2 blocks beside it, 1 block diagonally down like this, and then you're going to place redstone dust on top of all those 3 blocks. Now on this one, you're going to extend this by 4 blocks first, like this, and this one by 1 block right now, and then you're going to take out your repeaters, and you're going to place down 4 of them here and 1 of them right here. So all of these should be set to 4 ticks, and this one left on 1 tick, alright? So just set all of these to 4 ticks like that. Next, we're going to place 6 more blocks, just like this, on this one, and then 1 more block right here. And then you're going to place down your 6 redstone dust there, and 1 more redstone dust right there. Now we're going to move over here. You're going to take out a redstone torch and place it down right there. And then you're going to place down 7 blocks like this. Like that, alright? And then you're going to place down redstone dust on top, like that. And then you're going to place down 2 more blocks, just like that. And with a repeater set to 4 ticks right there, and then a redstone dust in front. Now take out your target blocks again. And from this wall here, we're going to place down 6. Just like that, alright? And then another row right here. Like that. Now, we're going to move over here to where we've left off on this torch. You're going to place down 1 more block, 1 more torch, and then another block like that. And right here, next to this torch, you're going to place down 3 blocks like this. And then 1 more torch on top of this block, and then block on top like that. and then 4 more blocks, just like that. You're going to place down a redstone dust right there. Now over here, you're going to place down 3 repeaters, 2 of them set to 4 ticks and the third one set to 1 tick, and then a line of 6 blocks, just like that, and then 6 redstone torches, like that, alright? And you're going to take out your redstone dust and place them along the line like that. Now on the top one here, we're going to place down 2 repeaters. The first one set to 4 ticks and the second one set to 3 ticks, like that. And then we're going to have 2 pieces of redstone dust like that. One more block here, redstone dust on top. And then 1 glass block right here with redstone dust on top. Then next, you're going to take out your obsidian, and then you're going to place down 6 of them like this. Alright, and you're going to place redstone dust on top just like that. Now, we're going to move over to down here again. Alright, so on this lower row, you're going to place in 6 torches like that, and then normal solid blocks on top, and then another row of 6 torches. Alright, and over here, we're also going to place down 6 torches like that, row of normal blocks, another 6 torches, and then another row of normal blocks, oops, like that, and then 6 torches right there. And on top of this block right here, we're going to place in 2 rows of obsidian, just like that. And on top of this torch, we're going to place down a solid block, and then place down 8 blocks like that. Now you're going to move over here and place down 6 blocks, 1 redstone dust here, skip 1 block and place down 6 redstone dust like that, and then you're going to place down 6 repeaters like that, and then 1 more right here, set this one to 3 ticks and all of these other ones to 4 ticks, 4 ticks like this. Alright, then now we're going to start filling in all of the sticky pistons. Start over here where the torches are. We're just going to place down 6 of them like that, and then another 6 on top like that, and then 6 more right here, and then on top of these torches we're going to place down 12 of them, so 2 rows like this. Alright, and then now take out your slime and honey. So start with honey. You're going to place down 3 of them like this, and then you're going to move over by 1 block and then place down another 3 like this. Alright, and then now the same with honey, so 3 of them like this, 1 right here, and then 3 like that. And then alternate slime again, so your 7 like that, and then honey again, and then slime. And then because this wall is going to come into contact with the slime and honey, so you would obviously have to break it out. And just break out these few blocks, I believe should be fine. Alright. And then break a few more blocks here because this is where the sticky pistons are going to go. Alright. And now it should be fine. And obviously this one as well. Alright, and that's it. Okay, and we just have to fill in the last row of honey, just like that. And now if we take out a lever or something to activate it with, you can see that it can close up. Wait, let's give it a sec. Oh yeah, right. This row of sticky pistons can't actually be right there when it's activated because this slime and honey aren't there to stick it backwards. So instead you're going to have to place it in right here where it's going to be powered. And so now if we activate it, now it should work. Alright, and it completely retracts in there and also completely extends. And so now we just have to work on the other side, which is basically an exact copy of this. Alright, so the same as that side, we're going to start with this torch right here. We're going to place down a block right here and then place down 6 blocks behind it, just like that. And then 2 blocks diagonally up like that. And then I'll just take out our target blocks, place one right here, and then also one right here. And then you're going to fill in this entire line with redstone dust. Right. Now we're going to go down here and then place down these 3 blocks just like that. And we'll leave that for now. Place down a redstone torch right here and also another redstone torch on top of this target block. Place the block right there, redstone torch on top. Now we'll just do the bottom section first. So firstly, you're going to place down a torch right here. And then you're going to extend this by 2 blocks like this. And then on this side, you're going to extend this all the way to the opposite wall. So 7 blocks in total. So you're going to take out a repeater, set this to 4 ticks, and then place redstone dust on top of all of these blocks. We're going to place down a block right here, and then 4 blocks right there. Alright, so we're going to take our repeaters, and then we're going to place down 4 of them like this, and then 1 of them here. This one's set to 1 tick, and then all of these set to 4 ticks, just like this. And then we're going to extend this all the way to the opposite wall, so 6 more blocks, and then 1 more block on the end here with redstone dust on top, just like that. And this one should be 4 ticks. Now taking your target blocks, and we're going to place down 6 of them right there. Alright, and then another 6 of them right there. Now we're going to come on top right here. So beside it, you're going to place down a block, and then place 2 more right there, and then extend this by 6 blocks, just like that. You're going to take out redstone torches, and then you're going to place down 6 of them like that. 3 repeaters, 2 of them set to 4 ticks, and the third one set to 1 tick. And then run this redstone dust line across all of those redstone torches. And we're going to go upwards here, 1 more block, and then 1 more torch on top, and then another block on top of that redstone torch. And then you're going to move 4 blocks this way, right? And then 1 block here, and take out 1 glass block, and then your obsidian again, and you're going to place down 5 more of them right here, extending to that opposite wall. So redstone dust right here, 2 repeaters, both the first one set to 4 ticks and the second one set to 3 ticks, like that. And then redstone dust on top of all of these other blocks. Alright. And now down here, we're going to take out our redstone torches again. Place down 6 of them like that. 1 row of normal solid blocks. And then 6 more torches. And over here, we're going to place down 6 torches like that. Up there. And 1 row of normal blocks, and then another 6 torches, another row of normal blocks, and then a row of redstone torches on the side of that block. Now take your obsidian, and you're going to place 2 rows of 6 like that, so 12 in total, right there, on top of those blocks and redstone torches. And behind them, you're going to place down another 12 blocks, like this. And then you're going to place down 2 more blocks this way, 1 redstone dust right here, and then 1 repeater set to 3 ticks, and then 6 more repeaters like this, all of them set to 4 ticks. Alright, just like this. And then a row of redstone dust behind it. Alright, now take out your sticky pistons again, and you're going to place down 12 of them like this. Alright, 2 rows of 6 like that. Then 1 row right there, and 1 row under the obsidian, just like that. And then you're going to have your final row right there. Alright. Now take out your slime and honey again, and we're going to do the opposite of this side. So we did the slime on this side, we're going to use honey block instead. Alright. So you're gonna place down 3 of them like this, 1 right there, and then another 3. And then now slime, because we used honey block on that side. 7 of them like that, and then honey again. And then we're just gonna break out a few more blocks here, so just the same as that side, so that the slime and honey doesn't stick to the wall. Alright. And that's the same amount as we have broken out on that side. And we can get back to placing down these blocks. So slime and then honey, and then slime again. Alright. And now if we activate this, both sides should work. Alright, so both sides have extended. And then if you flip it again, both sides should retract. So we're going to take out our surface block, and we're just going to come over here and place down 6 by 6 of them, so 36 in total. 36 of the surface block, which is grass blocks in this case. And there we go. Alright. And check that there's nothing underneath the trap that you have built. And then of course dig out a 6 by 6 deep hole, which you can build. You can put like dripstones or something below, or you can make a big funnel and then funnel them into a 1 by 1 and then finish them off with one singular piece of dripstone or armor stand, create out trap, or basically whatever you want. So if you flip this lever, you can see that it opens up the 6 by 6, and if you flip it again, it should close. So ideally, I would use a pressure plate instead of a lever, because pressure plates you only have to click once and you can activate the trap. But if you're using lever, you have to place down the lever first and then activate it. Also, if you would like to move this closer, like move the activation closer to the initial trap, you can always just take out your glass blocks. And then don't move it too close so that it actually gets stuck with the machine itself. So what you have to do is just look at where the machine actually stops. So it stops maybe here. Then if you want to put it like right next to the machine, then of course you can take out your obsidian and you can place it right there. Actually, not right there. You can place it right there. And then this can be a normal block. And then 2 redstone dust like that. And then take out your service block again. And then if you activate it from this block right here, it should also work. Alright? But I would recommend putting it a bit further away so that you don't accidentally, click it and then accidentally fall into your own trap as well. So yeah, that's basically how this thing works. And if you want an internal activation, you can always just remove this entire circuit and then just link it out with your normal solid blocks, and then like a redstone dust right there with a lever on the side so that it also activates the trap. Alright, and that's basically all of the activations that you guys have told me in the comments. Alright, and this is basically your 6 by 6 flush trapdoor without the non-stick blocks on the side completed. Alright, so I've actually made a mistake teaching you where to put the pressure plate and how to activate the signal, because right now if you activate the pressure plate, well, not right now because the circuit is not completed. If you activate the pressure plate, the trap actually closes up, and that's not what we want. So we're going to place down 2 glass like that, 2 redstone dust, another 2 glass, and then 2 redstone dust. And then we're going to place a block right there, and we're going to have a redstone torch right there. And that should close up the trap. And then we're going to place down a glass block right there with 2 redstone dust like that. And then we're just going to move the activation point one to the next like that, and this should all activate. Alright, and so just remember to close back up your trap, and that's basically your 6 by 6 completed. Thank you for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed this tutorial, please do consider subscribing, because I'm trying to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and I am still quite a bit away. And because the 6 by 6 is pretty much known to everybody that it's impossible to build in Bedrock Edition. So not really anyone would be searching for this video. So if you do watch this video, please do consider sharing it to your friends, liking this video so that it can gain more popularity. And I guess that's it from me today. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!